Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Scrappykea's 1,000 subscriber YouTube hop. Yeah, Laura's got 1,000 subscribers, so we all wanted to help her celebrate. And this is the layout that I am lifting of hers. I will add a little more. Y'all know I like more. And I like the corners and the diagonal. That's like my favorite. So I will be adding a little more. These are the photos that I picked to scrap, and I'm showing the dies now. I've got quite the assortment, and I'm kind of pointing a few things out that I'm going to be using as far as the dies go. I'm not going to use them all, that's for sure. I have a lot there, but yeah, I'm going to do some die cutting. And then everything else is Spectrum Sherbet. And I do have a variety. I have the warms and the cools. So I will be adding them. And that background paper, I'm going to use the opposite side of the yellow that you see now. I like the more solid one. And I'm looking to make sure my letters are right side up. Not that they'll end up showing up so much at the end, but I wanted to make sure they were right side up. I am using these rub-ons. I think Katie Pratik called them paint swatches, and Sonia, who is Drop the Color Sonia here on YouTube, sent them to me to play with, and I am going to have them kind of peek out from underneath the darker, well, the pink. It's not the darker pink, it's just the pink there. And it is the back side of the similar in pink one that has the splotches. Yeah, you can see it right there. I do have extra of both of these colors, I think. Maybe just the yellow. I'm not sure. I have extra of something. And this border, it came, I think it might have came off of an Alina collection. So I might have something else in here that is not Spectrum Sherbet. But I wanted a border to go between that paper so it didn't look like so much of a raw edge and the little paint swatches. The pictures are of the twins, and it's their birthday, and we were at Skate City, and they have all kinds of stuff besides skating there. But you can skate, you can do everything. And they were taking turns getting on this little tiny carousel. Only three could get on it, and it had to be three smaller kids because, it is a pretty small one. So I thought I would make a little tiny carousel in the bottom right. And I got sidetracked because I wanted to put some of that rub on right there. Then decided, no, put that big of a pocket that I think those are pocket dies from Spellbinders. And then I thought, well, I'll just put them over on the left since it's not going to fit where I wanted it to fit to start with. So I'm going to end up doing all my mixed media, and it's going to sit there a minute. I thought, well, since it is a birthday party and I'm not really showing no birthday cake or anything, I would use different colors of mixed media. I can't remember how many colors I used, maybe four. And it kind of, that way, it kind of remind me of confetti, just little specks and pieces here and there. And so it is going to be colorful. And I'm skipping a couple of places that I don't think I'm going to need it because I'm going to have them covered up. But I am putting them on everywhere else. And the original layout of Laura's, it has scalloped, uh, like a border thing on each side. I was going to look for a video and watch it. I got this off of Instagram, and I completely forgot and started working on the layout. But I put the radar on there to go with the circle for my doily because, like I said, instead of my scallops being border scallops, I was going to use the scallops on the doily. And I repeated the circles with the radar, and now I'm using a bramble fox stencil and its numbers since it is a birthday. And well, I'll just put different numbers here. I am pretty sure it was their fourth birthday, but I'm going to have to check to make sure. So I just put random numbers. I am using that film strip die. It comes with a Polaroid camera and a couple of other things. Well, the smile that I'm going to end up using came with it. And I'm not going to use the Polaroid, I'm just using the film so I can have something else to go behind my photos. And I curved it around my glue bottle, but I'm going to do the yellow. So I didn't really want the blue to show through, so I cut a little chunk of paper just to put behind there. And I curved it, and I also put foam tape so it'd stay curved. And instead of that one edge sticking out straight because it is on foam tape, I'm gluing it down so that it'll look more rounded. I thought I'd make a carousel, and I didn't have no horses or anything, but I had this cutest little llama that Susan Bristol sent me, die set, and it's got such tiny pieces. I lost some right off the bat, so I decided I'd just go ahead and glue them on the llama rather than keep losing them. I mean, like when I go to take them off the die, they wouldn't even be there, and I had to die cut them a few times. In my little scrapbook over to the left, you know how you miss something when you put stuff up? Maybe it fell on the floor or whatever. I had that stripe paper from the Christmas 49 and Market, and I just went ahead and cut 3 pieces so that I could have poles going up. Because if you look on the photo, there's striped poles going up, and it's kind of a vintage looking red, so it kind of looks more like the pink that is on the layout. And so I have one going up each side. And down there at the bottom in front of the llama, it is a little fence. It is the cutest little fence. It has embossing and everything, and it's from Stampin' Up. And my friend Dorothy sent it to me, and she's scrapping Quebec here on YouTube. And I've used it to make some baby cards because it has little lambs. Oh, they're adorable. And I thought, well, I could use that to go with my little carousel. And I was trying to figure out what to do with the top, and I was going to do a triangle. Then, when I was getting the dies out for the triangle, I seen these pockets. And I thought, okay, I'm going to get the pockets and do it instead. It's kind of on the tall side. And at one time, I thought I'd cut it off a little shorter. And for some reason, I thought I did. And I thought, boy, it's still pretty big. I don't think I did. I never found no scrap. So it is bigger. But I went ahead and embellished it with a border punch. I think it's Fiskars. And then that smile that I mentioned earlier. And then I put a bow on the top. And I had a smaller one and then the bigger one. And had a hard time deciding which, because if I use a smaller one, I was even thinking about putting them down lower, but then I would have covered the little llama's head up. So I changed my mind on it and decided to just go with the big one at the top. And I mentioned I did want something in the upper left-hand corner, and I had a hard time deciding what. I wanted that blue borderish thing because I have blue down in the bottom right, blue on in the middle. I wanted some blue. And I thought, what else am I going to put with it? Well, I had a couple of frames cut out because I thought of using them a different way with my photos. And then I changed my mind and I thought, since they're cut out, I think I'm going to go ahead and put them on here. So I'm just going to kind of layer them and then put my little border on top and put a couple of odds and ends on them so it won't be just Polaroids and photo slide. If I'd known I was going to use it up in that corner, I would have got my photo slide die out. But, it was a thinking as I went along kind of thing. So I didn't even think about going ahead and pulling it out and die cutting some of them. I just started gluing. I matched up that word photographs. I believe it's a chipboard. I think it's heavier if I remember correctly. And put a label underneath it. And I put foam tape so it go over the top of that little slide frame that has foam tape on it and set pretty good. In the words thing, I pulled out Happy Life and I'm putting both of them on foam tape. So I'm using that little skinny stuff so that I can go around the letters and they can all sit up pretty good. But I think I'm getting close to getting done with my layout. Oh, I, I'm going to put the little odds and ends on this little cluster and add another heart down to the carousel. And I think that's it. I think I will be done. So while I'm doing that, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the links to everybody that is helping Laura celebrate today. And I don't know if they'll all be scrap lifting her because she gave a few choices. You could scrap lift her, or you could follow, I think it was a recipe or something. I can't remember. And since I didn't do them, I can't remember. So make sure you check their channels out and find out. Laura's link will be first down there. So go to hers first and see what she's got going on, and then follow the links to everybody else. But yeah, I decided I wanted to scrap lift her, and it was a hard time deciding which one. I just kept scrolling because I'd look at one, think I like that, and then I'd see one, a little bit lower I liked. And so I just kept scrolling and I thought, oh, this has got to stop because it was like over a year back. And this one was right in front of me, and I thought I would use this layout to scrap lift. And it is just so cute. And yeah, I had fun making it and have fun helping Laura celebrate too. And using my Spectrum sherbet for 49 and Market. In the photos, Charlie has yellow on and Reagan has pink on, and so I thought of this collection right away. And yeah, I decided I was going to go ahead and use it. But yeah, those kids so little back then, they're just adorable. And uh, they had a whole lot of fun at that party. They were everywhere. I mean, they didn't stay nowhere very long at all. At that age, I don't think they do. They're just busy investigating. But this is my layout, and if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. I appreciate that too. But make sure you check everybody else's layouts out. All the links are down there below, and Laura's is the first. Have a happy scrappy week. Have fun on the hop. Bye.